Hello my After Effects friends! In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create this kind of effects, which is called reaction diffusion, inside After Effects. There are a couple tutorials and the ways that you can do it in Adobe Photoshop. It requires some of effects, some action scripts, and you can get some result, but it's not After Effects, really. So in After Effects you can control it, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create this kind of effect inside After Effects with a full control of motion, with full control where should be reaction diffusion, its style, etc, etc. And spoiler alert, warning, in this tutorial I will show you some not free solutions that will help you to do it faster, but in this tutorial I will show you how to do it for free from scratch, like from zero inside After Effects, really. And it will be a little bit maybe boring, not so entertaining, but that's science, because we will have to get inside how it really works. So let's go to the After Effects. We will start from just normal, composition. We will create a solid, which will be black or which will be white, and we will create some shapes that will be reaction diffused. Okay, so the system of reaction diffusion is super simple inside After Effects. Maybe I don't know, maybe it will be a lot easier to do it inside Photoshop with my system, but I created an adjustment layer, and reaction diffusion inside After Effects is pretty simple. It's just two effects, which is called Gaussian blur, legacy, maybe not legacy, but I don't like the new legacy in Adobe After Effects. It's kinda using GPU, yes, it's faster, but it creates some artifact. And on sharp mask, that's it. So let's do Gaussian blur 11, amount of unsharp mask on maximum, and 11. What we did, in fact, we blurred and then deblurred the image, and you already see it's kind of different shape. And if you will copy it, you see, right, the miracle is happening. That's a miracle. We have reaction diffusion inside After Effects. Yes, that's it. That's how it works. That's how to create reaction diffusion inside After Effects. So let's make it a little bit more controllable, so it will be much easier to control. So what we'll do, I press Ctrl-Shift-C, which will move all attributes, which will and make it A. Okay, not A. Okay, Ray. I don't know why. And when you press this little button, all the effects from inside this composition will be transferred. So you see, without and with. So effects inside this composition works from this composition to this, our original composition. And now we can do the same thing, and then we can we should select all the layers, go to Animation, Key Assistant, Sequence Layer, and sequence. We have 100 frames in this composition. We can change duration 99, which should work. Yes. And if you will press play, you can see that's it. That's how you create reaction diffusion inside After Effects. And then, of course, you can copy it. But for example, I want to demonstrate you some problems with this technique. And we already could see that problems. In fact, we will create keyframe assistant and we'll copy it. And you see, like on a frame 10, 12, 13, 14, it goes slower and slower and slower. But it's okay. And what's going on? I don't know, but somehow maybe it's After Effects. No, okay, it's not mistake. It's the science behind that. It's complicated. Okay, it just works. Okay, and I will show you how to control it. So you can put what we are going to do right now. We are going to copy these layers and put it here and right click and use it as a guide layer. So why we're doing that? So this is our control adjustment layer. Okay, so we want to make some changes here in this adjustment layer, and we want to see what we are doing. Okay, so we did blur and then we did deblur. So between these two effects, you can put any effects and it will change. So, and it will change effects. So we put levels, and look at that. If I will change gamma between Gaussian blur and unsharp mask, we see that our shapes growing and shrinking. So if we will grow them here just for a little bit, and remember, in this system effects applied over and over, so which mean our reaction, the growth of our reaction diffusion will be faster, so faster that everything going black. Well, yeah, maybe not so much, maybe not gamma, maybe like that. Yeah. What will happen? No, yes, I know, we should do it a little bit like that. If you will make it a little bit contrast, we will have another effect, but now it's shrinking. Maybe oh, come on, maybe a little bit darker, a little bit. And we have different kind of effect. So you got the point. So by playing with these effects, no, maybe even darker, like that. What will happen? Like dark. Sorry. Yeah, it's just simply growing without any kind of reaction diffusion because we make it too contrast. But if you will, for example, make it brighter, we have reaction diffusion that destroys our reaction diffusion. What if here, for example, here, we will, where are they? What's going on? Okay, doesn't matter. We can create another. Yeah, I want to do that. So we could see how they interact. And okay, so faster. The next thing that I wanted to tell you, that this is a system that will help you to, that breaks After Effects, in fact, because you are applying effects, not just you applied effects, but you applying effects over and over, frame by frame by frame. And for example, if we here we'll put not levels, but for example, turbulence displays. You see, they're kind of dancing. And let's pin all. So what could you expect? So this one, turbulence displays. The next thing, it will apply turbulence displays on top of turbulence displays, which means that we will have animated turbulent displays without any animation at all. So look at that. So now we are having our reaction diffusion happening with turbulence displays, and you already could see that it's crazy liquid-like movement. So of course you can apply another very, very important effect. For example, let's put it right here. Yeah, that's my another meme for 9gag. You can apply, for example, effect called calculations, which what it does, this effect, it's like if you will put 9gag of this video here with screen, CC calculation does the same. You just put it with, for example, screen, okay, overlay on top of that, without unsharp mask. You see that we applied with overlay this. And what will happen? Oh my god. And a little bit maybe contrast, so there won't be any artifact. We have reaction diffusion, which were controlled. Okay, this high contrast video, it won't show all the abilities. I will explain you how to use it in a proper a little bit later. So the main point is, with this system, you can apply you can create not only reaction diffusion, but you can create another effects, like the same After Effects effects, but that applies frame by frame by frame, and they look different. Okay, another effect, I don't know, hue and saturation. No, it will be the same. Blur, vector blur, why not? Vector blur. And let's make it like that. And maybe perpendicular. Okay, okay. Shrinking, but also shrinking in an interesting way. No, something something happening. So it's a way to create procedural interactive graphics that evolve, that living. So yeah, but you are here for reaction diffusion, and yes, that's how to create reaction diffusion. But I wanted to show you some problem with this system. Is system really hard to do? As you can see, adjustment layer on top of the adjustment layer on top of the adjustment layer on top of the adjustment layer creates After Effects, really. And if we will try to create even more of adjustment layers, for example like that, you will see that processing power will stop eventually, because it's really, really hard. And right now I'm going to show you another thing, how to create. Oh my god, it crashed, really. Yep, it crashed. Why it's happening? Because there are a lot of adjustment layers, and I will show you the right way to do that. And right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you my template, which is called a live tool. And why it's important? Because I'm going to show you how it works, in fact, for free, so you could recreate it. Really, it's selling on Video Hive. I make living making template, and I'm going to show you for free how it works. Really. But of course there is a catch, of course, but I will show you everything. But there is a catch. But okay, no, I will tell you what's the catch. In fact, it's really just hard to make it. But it's possible. If you are a student And if you are not working with money, so like After Effects, you're using After Effects just for fun and you're not making money in After Effects, so it's for you because you have a free time. If you are working in After Effects and making money as motion graphic designer, so you know that your time has value, and you will spend to recreate the system about, I don't know, 5 hours, and this template cost about $30. So if you worth more than $6 per hour, so I recommend you to buy. But if you are really bad motion graphic designer and earn about $2 or $3 per hour, maybe it's a great idea for you to look this tutorial and follow step by step to recreate this template. Okay, let's continue. So this is a live tool. In fact, there are 36 presets inside this template, but I will show you the main clean alive system without any presets, so I will show you how it works. You really need those After Effects because I will show you in comparison how this works and how that works. Okay, let's... I will use montage. Yes, I will use montage. Okay, so this is a live tool. So here is our start shape. Well, basically what will be reaction diffused. End shape is borders. I will show you how it works a little bit later. So yes, for example, you have this kind of borders and the main controls. And what? Look at that, main controls is the same. It's just composition, like it was in our previous. I will show you. Like in come on, like we were using in previous After Effects projects that we've been looking before. This is composition that have adjustment layer that applying on top of top like we discussed before. Okay, and that's the result. So it's really now easy to understand for you what's going on right now. So you know the system of the live system. And I will show you how I solved the problem of when After Effects going crazy with all that effects and so on. You see in and you see it's like really fast because in previous systems that we created, it was only 20 frames or yes, 20 frames and After Effects crashed. In a live tool, everything works fine until 750. And in fact, it could work more, but I didn't see any reasons to do it so long. And you see reaction diffusion is going, it's moving, and it's great, in fact. So, how it works? Okay, how it works. We are going to main controls, press tab, and boom, you see that main control inside of a lot of compositions. So our previous system was adjustment, composition with adjustment layer on top of a composition of the adjustment layer, and we are we are creating this like ladder, ting 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 ting, right? Here a little bit another system. So here they are shrinked, but there will be how they transfer effects further if they're shrinked. I will show you. So there is a frame 0, only one frame, composition with one frame only. And it's start shape, obviously. On a start shape, I applied, just put it our main composition with adjustment layer, like we did before, with of course this star pressed, that's it. And this only one frame. Then it was frame 0. In frame 1, I grab frame 0, pre-compose it, and put it main control. In the composition, frame 1, I put it frame 0 and applied again main control. You see that? Then in the frame 2, I grabbed frame 1, pre-composed it, and applied main control. And then what I did, all this frame, put it like in order. So I need your attention if you wanted to recreate it. There is frame 0, right? And it was applied with this effect. Just a little bit, first level of effect. Then on the frame 1, we have, so okay, composition 0 have, how would say, one adjustment layer, right? In frame 2, there are 2 adjustment layers because there is adjustment layer inside 0, and on top adjustment layer inside 0, we're going to add new adjustment layer, new level of reaction diffusion, right? So we have level 1 and level 2, and then we put it in order, frame level 1, level 2, and etc. Let's go for example, frame, I don't know, yes, 50. So there is level 50, then there is level 51, then there is level 52. And that's the way you do, because it's not one composition with a lot of adjustment layers. It's easier to After Effects. So After Effects goes to composition 0, doing it all stuff, just applying one adjustment layer on one composition. It's okay, it's easy for him. Then it goes to frame 1 and apply another adjustment layer on the next frame. It's not, After Effects not trying to apply a lot of effects every time. It's doing casually its work, and it's really fast. And that's why I recommend you to buy, if you really please, I'm not kind of greedy asshole trying to sell you something. If you really need reaction diffusion with full controls, with 36 presets, it's easier. Really, you will, because there is no way to do this pre-composition. Composition, it's a folder inside a folder inside a folder in an automatic way. Of course you can try, but really, I spent a lot of 2 months or 3 months only to find the way how it will work faster, really. But I told you for free how to do it. Okay, you can do it, really. No problems. If you will do it, you will practice your patience. Patience, not patience, but patience. Okay, what you have in a live tool. Same adjustment layer, but the same fast blur and the blur, which is basically unsharp mask. Everything's the same as I told you before. It's simple, but with some effects. So inside here, they all are hidden. We need all that compositions. Why? Because, for example, use end shape is for applying. So we have our end shape composition here, and using calculation, we applying as color correction our end shape, which means we adding a lot of white stuff, and we are destroying. You see, in the previous composition, I told you that white color correction shrink our reaction diffusion, but white color, just totally white, just destroys it, especially when you apply it with add overlay. new overlay blending mode with add blending mode. So this is what N-shape do. Fast blur, okay. Use overlay is the same calculation but with soft light. And I will show you in, for example, here. Here we have this grow, really weird looking grow. It's one of the presets called grow from logo. And here we have our overlay map, you see, and we go to our main control, adjustment layer, and you see that overlay using our overlay map, which is this, and overlay map, overlay map with blending mode soft light. And what it does, overlay map makes this part of the image brighter, which means that there will be less of reaction diffusion, or there will be reaction diffusion that actually trying to shrink. And in the black spots, there are there are black spots which makes reaction diffusion grow more, because our reaction diffusion is black. If you feed him blackness, it will grow. If you will feed him brightness, it will shrink. So overlay map allows you to control some points of reaction diffusion, okay? Some part using map, and in fact you can even animate overlay map, really. But in this example, and you can turn off color correction. It's just three-tone with some colors, really. And you can see that. And of course, because it's preset inside Live Tool, you can change start shape for, I don't know, any shape you like. Maybe here. And ta-da. And because it's simulation, you will have every time different results. For example, it's my results because I used ASD. ASD, what is it? ASD. I used, I don't know, logo reveal. So yeah, that's it. Let's go further. Lightness is color correction, but in more, I will show you here. For example, there is a controls, easy to use controls. And for example, as I told you before, we used levels to color correct reaction diffusion, but by using lightness, I created expressions that control brights, midtones, and dark tones. Let's, for example, oh my god. And also all these parameters you could animate, which means that you can change the style of your reaction diffusion on the fly. So let's change it. Let's make everything dark. So again, it's just expression of controlling lightness. And what will happen? We have really dark reaction diffusion, and our logo become a lines. But if you will make everything bright, for example, I really like this style. So we made brightness and midtones really close to each other, and somehow it creates no. It destroys. No, it's not creating anything. Yep. Look at that. It kinda was destroyed, but they are still trying to grow. And there are some kind of worms. Look at that. It's so interesting, really. It's so... Well, look at that. They're growing, and it's like miracle. It's life. No, I'm not trying to sell something, please. But, well, come on. It's alive. Oh, yeah, I remember. That's why I called it a live tool. And it's not even a pun. Okay, so that's it. People don't like, oh my god, half an hour. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But yes, I explained you how to use, how to create reaction diffusion inside After Effects. Yes, from zero, from scratch. I really explained you. Like I tried to, even if you're a beginner, I tried to explain it really slowly, multiple times. I think that's it. But if you have some questions, leave in a comment. And if you have some questions, read the comments. Maybe somewhere someone already asked this question. And if you find a question that you really think it's a good question, upvote it. So it will be on top and people will find it. But I will answer on all your questions in a comment section. In the description, you will find a live tool, link to the video hive where you can buy it, or you can create your own. I don't mind. If you will create it, please comment with your link. I want to see it. Really, maybe you have an idea how to do it faster. Why not? So thank you very much for your attention, and that's how I met your mother. That's how you create reaction diffusion. Thank you very much.